adventurers, and welcome to another exciting episode of Traversing the Veil. Can't even say the name of this show right.
Got
This is Traversing the Veil. This is one of my custom D&D campaigns set in my screwed up custom D&D world. And the people below you are the people that couldn't come up with a good reason not to show up tonight. So congratulations.
Except one.
Except one, yes. You may notice a lack of a certain captain. Unfortunately, today had a schedule conflict, which is perfectly all right. And we will see her at the next game, hopefully. But
if we all survive.
yeah, well, we will see her again, whether your characters do or not. Well, we may have an entirely new crew for Karen. You know,
The royal we, sir. The royal we.
So yeah. Otherwise, quick announcements from me. Yesterday was the 1st of December, and for this is the 7th year I've actually done it. I do this thing on my YouTube channel called Daily December, which is I make a video for every day of the month of December. And this year I'm doing that in addition to my D&D Deep Dive series and my new series Mastering Astral Projection, which is all about how to keep that feeling of running at a table in real life when you're running games online. So yeah, it's looking like since I've pre-recorded D&D Deep Dive and Mastering Astral Projection, it's looking like this week I will have 12 videos that go live on my channel. I have no idea what's going to happen in the next week. But yeah, so check out youtube.com/Trader Jody to watch me slowly lose my mind. Anything
It's
exciting?
2020. It won't be that hard.
Well, I actually made in my first daily December video, I mentioned I was thinking about skipping it because I've got tons of content I'm putting out this month because of Tasha's. So I'm like, you know what? Maybe I should skip it this month. And I came to the decision. I'm going to move this a little closer. Came to the decision because it is 2020, and apparently the Mayans were off by 8. We need just something, some little bit of normalcy. And what is more normal than continuing a tradition I have done for 6 years? So we'll see what happens. I highly recommend giving it a try, even if your one video a day is just turning on the camera on your phone and going, today is Tuesday. I had alfalfa for dinner. Just alfalfa. Because green things are good. And, you know, you still learn something about yourself when you do something 31 times in a row. So, and if you
there are 7 gaming dice, or 8, depending if you're counting percentiles.
Yeah.
You got 7 days right there just reviewing each die.
This is the D20. Now, compared to the D20, I think the D20 really has just a lot more meat to it. There's more numbers.
Some people will tell you 2d6s are just as good as this. They're wrong.
Well, and then you can get into statistical differences where it's significantly easier to roll a 1 or a 12.
Nerd!
12 versus a D6 where
Nerd!
or 2D6 where you're going to be rolling a lot of, I think it's 6, 7s, and 8s statistically more than any other number.
Cue that one clip from my DBZ Virgil Piccolo saying, "Nerd!"
Well, then there's also the thing you can't roll a 1 on 2d6. So yeah, like my nerd brain really likes that stuff. Like it's super fun. Okay, then. Anything else? Do you have anything special that's this is happening on your online profiles or anything?
Not really on my end.
Cool. Well, maybe we should like play the game then.
Mm.
As your DM, who is running 3 separate Giga campaigns right now, I totally have everything prepared, and I'm not stalling for time whatsoever. So,
We're believing you.
no, you're not. I don't believe.
Let's see. No, I have to believe you.
Insight check that bad? You need better dice.
Mm.
Where did my? Oh, that's bad. Okay, they're there. I thought I. So. I
only got a +2, so that's 13.
I've got tons of dice. I think I have like 6 or 7 sets, which isn't a ton, but for me it's a lot. But since I started playing, I bought these dice in the first game store I ever played Giga Games in. Game store I ever set foot in. And I call them my granite dice, and I've kept them at my computer since then. I've never run a game without these dice.
I've had this since middle school.
Yeah, I thought I lost these for a second there, and that was going to be very, 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 very bad.
Oh, slight side note, point of pride for me. I have it. I posted a picture of it earlier. There's one that I have signed. I have all the signatures of the original Acquisitions Inc. crew
Nice.
signed on a Crown Royalback.
Cool.
Nice.
I was trying to get that. I got Perkins and Kurtz were the only two I've ever had a chance to meet. I almost got to meet Mike and Jerry, but our scheduled missed.
Oh, those two signed it live on when they were doing a stream. I actually had worked at the courage to get on the stream to do that one.
Cool. I had I met Will Wheaton once at Gen Con, and by
Same.
met, I mean I was in his way
Oh.
one day where he was on the phone and I was just standing in the middle of Gen Con, and he started walking toward me, not looking at me or anything, and I stepped out of the way. That was the entirety. I met Boyan, though, the old producer from Tabletop before things exploded, and had a great conversation with Boyan. He seemed like a nice guy. But they had Will sequestered away from people pretty well. So.
Oh, I've been to the conventions. That's how I got his signature. Was in the line and in the photo with him.
Yeah.
Super nice.
Yeah, I've heard, he's kind of a mixed bag from what I've heard. When he's kind of on, and he wants to meet fans and stuff like that, or he's doing a signing like he's the nicest guy in the world. And when he doesn't, he's not mean or anything like that. But
Paul called him out. He also went, "Hey, yeah, I remember you. This is what happened."
But he won't go out of his way to again. He didn't even acknowledge my presence, which isn't a mark against him. He was literally just kind of pacing back and forth as he to talk to someone, and I happened to be there, and I moved well before he got here. The thing that blew me away about him is and we will get to the game, I promise. But I have to.
This is quintessential D&D. It's always a preamble before a game. Yeah.
In fact, if you listen to Mastering Astral Projection, the most recent video is exactly what I'm talking about here. But the thing that blew me away is I watch all these people on the line, and my monitor is at eye level, and so they're at eye level for me. I am 6'4".
Ooh.
Will Wheaton is not. Will Wheaton was like here on me, and it freaked me out. Like I've never been starstruck before, and I haven't met famous people that often. I've had in college I had a couple times where I met some pretty decently famous theater stars because I was at the theater major. But that's the most I've dealt with, quote unquote celebrities.
Yeah,
But
I'm about 6 foot. I'm looking directly at the photo I had
mm,
taken with him. I got about 4 inches on him.
yeah, he's like 5'8", 5
Yeah.
like he's not a tall guy. He's average height. He's
Yeah.
not short. He's not Tom Cruise. But yeah, it
Well,
just
Tom Cruise would just be like, "Hey, Tom Cruise,
yeah, it's like, aw, aren't you adorable?
I
you're a
think
handsome halfling, sir."
I think that was Richard Carr's reaction upon meeting me at Anime Boston. I am tiny. He is definitely not.
But yes. So anyway, it was really weird to see someone that, and I see this constantly because I've started meeting more people I admire. Like I met Chris Perkins, who Chris Perkins actually is the nicest person on the planet.
Oh,
He
nice.
really
If you
is.
haven't seen his interview on Between the Sheets, I highly recommend it.
Yeah, he's a great guy. He again was about like he's taller than Will Wheaton, but not by a ton. And not kidding, I came up. I said, "Hi, are you Chris Perkins?" He's like, "Yeah." And this was before Acquisitions Incorporated was super huge. I think this was the
Doing the
year that-
podcast.
no, this was the year after. I think this was the first year that VRE joined.
Ah,
So it was only season like 5 or 6, and they'd only done 2 live shows, but before that. But I met him at Gen Con, and I came up and I'm like, "Hi, are you Chris Perkins?" He's like, "Yeah." I said, "I am such a huge fan. Acquisitions Incorporated got me playing D&D." He said, "You know what? We love hearing that." I said, "Would you mind? I wrote a parody game in the style of Acquisitions Incorporated. Would you mind signing my first copy?" Because I brought the first copy to get all the Acquisition Incorporated members as signatures on it. Again, I've got 2 so
Nice.
far. He's like, "Yeah, sure." And so he just signed it. And then we were just chit-chatting, and I was talking about the stuff I was passionate about. And then this guy comes over, and Perkins turns to him. He's like, "Oh, hi," person I can't remember the name of. And I just kind of stand back, thinking, "Yeah, well, as soon as they get talking, I'll just go, 'Well, it's nice to meet you,' and I'll just excuse myself." And Perkins starts talking to him, and immediately goes, "Have you met my friend Jody? Jody,
Oh.
this is this." And the guy was one of the. And I wish I remember his name. He's one of the lead designers at Paizao. So I literally was
Bullman?
talking. Man,
No, Bullman.
I don't. No. I literally.
Big dude, beard, kind of.
It might have been. My memory is so bad, especially
fair.
from that part. I couldn't tell you. I just remember him saying Paizao. And I said, "Yeah, I know what Paizao is. Of course I know what Paizao." And I kind of look at Perkins. I'm like, "This is competition." No, they're for friends. And they just and we had this really nice conversation for like 10 minutes. And then I went, "Well, it was really nice meeting both of you. I'll let you guys continue." And the nicest guy in the world. So yeah, now that I'm done talking about Chris Perkins, how about
He needs the popularity, people. He
Yeah.
could use the followers. on Twitter.
Everybody just hates Chris Perkins normally. But yeah, if you could get a chance to meet the dude, he really is the nicest guy.
Once conventions start rolling again.
Hell, if you just see him on the street, keep your distance. But like wave or, pay for his coffee or something. Like he's a nice guy.
Yes.
Anyway, maybe we should play some Dungeons and or Dragons.
Aye.
Yeah, for a D&D,
Hey.
we're right on time for playing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, preamble before the game is quintessential D&D in my opinion.
Oh yeah. Like I said in my video, this stuff is important. And we got started a little late anyway because tech issues. So, let us return to traversing the veil. surviving in this sovereignty is an interesting experience. If you've got it, you've got it good, and you can pick and choose where you want to live and how you did to do that. But when you don't got it, you got to get creative. And that's what the crew of this ship has done. All from different walks of life, different experiences, differences of stories, but all of them have joined together on this ship to try and survive and to thrive in this sovereignty. Recently, after picking up their newest crew member at Vox's landing, they picked up some cargo, transporting a young noble from Vox's landing to Imperius, the capital city of the sovereignty. Little did they know how complicated things would be when, before even signing the contract, they were accosted by thugs trying to capture their new cargo. They were able to escape and venture into the open vale, only to find a creature no one had ever heard of before. No one had ever described it. It's possible they were the first sailors in existence to survive an encounter with this Leviathan-like creature. After dealing with that, they met an agent of the people attempting to get their cargo. Were able to fight him off rather quickly as he retreated. He mentioned that this was not over. The party was given a tip on a secret of a place they could lie low and plan their next move. While there, though, they discovered sabotage and strange items placed into their belongings. Items that could be magically tracked. In a dinner that night, the party finally discovered the culprits, two of the very guards of the cargo they were carrying, as they fled from the group and their now very much muscle-bound host, Bidwin, in an attempt to discover the final pieces of this puzzle. As we return, again, you guys have just exited the dining room, as these two genasi have been running faster than seems possible. They blinked out of existence in the room, in the dining room, and Bidwin immediately seemed to recognize what they had done and ran after them at full tilt. The rest of you followed just as soon after. Once you got in the hallway, you saw that they were nearly into the guest wing.
Oh, so we're still inside. Okay.
Yes, you guys are still inside the manor, but they don't seem to be running to an exit. They're
Oh God.
They're looking for our paycheck.
Well, he was in the room.
Yeah, he was.
Oh,
with
right,
you
he
guys.
was.
Oh yeah.
So as of right now,
They're booking it.
yeah, they're just running, but they're not really running to a good exit. The guest wing does have a single door that leads to a courtyard that's enclosed, but you could jump a wall and get out to the field proper. But you guys were right next to a rather large set of double doors that would have let them out much easier.
They probably got like a ride waiting for them.
So,
Never gonna know until we catch 'em.
Why don't you guys give me some an initiative?
You got it.
Oh boy.
Of course.
Oh.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and roll, even though I had a perfectly good D20 last time.
That's a 5 from me.
There you are. Sorry, I'm doing things here.
You fine.
I need my keyboard as well. Who would have thought using a keyboard on a computer? Owie.
8.
All right, so this is Smegwig.
Total 17.
At least one of us has a decent initiative.
5. You guys are doing super well. Let's get a roll for these mysterious peoples. All right. So, as you guys are going, you can see roughly about 100 feet away the relatively immaculate door that sections off the guest wing from the house proper. You see the two Genasi go over there. One of them opens the door. They both rush through the door, slamming behind them. Smegwig, you are actually going to be up first.
Oh, good. Nothing more than I like than trying to take pot shots at monks. Okay, so do I have a line of sight on them yet, or
because they could close the door, there's no line of sight.
oh, they closed the door behind them?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. I guess I'm gonna. I don't know if I'll have. How far ahead of us are they?
The door itself is about 100 feet from where you are right now.
Oh, I have to double move. I won't. That'll give me 60 feet.
Okay. So you guys watch as Smegwick barrels forward as quickly as he can.
Actually, if I may redact that, since obviously I wouldn't get there anyway to get there, I'm going to go ahead and just move to 30 because I'm not a tanky boy, and I'll go ahead and use my action to just dismiss Spitwit again because he's unconscious due to the poison.
Okay.
I don't know.
So
guess I might be able to do something.
Is that an action or is that a bonus action to dismiss?
I believe on that. Let me go back and check. I should remind this. Because I have to go 2 clicks in. It's an action to dismiss.
Okay. All right. So as you
And an action to, I believe it's bring back as well.
Yep. I knew it was an action to bring him back. Wasn't sure about the dismissal. So
Temporarily dismissed. Action. Yep.
yeah, as you guys watch as Smegwick dashes forward, you see him wave his hand briefly, and the unconscious body of Spitwick just kind of vanishes. Owie, what do you wanted to do?
Okay, yeah. So we got double doors in front of us, right?
Single door in front of you. The door to the guest hall is just a single door. It's really fancy, but it's a single door.
How far away is it?
Again, it's about 100 feet from where you guys are.
Just alright, like use my full movement and dash.
Okay. So Owie as well just runs forward, drawing her sword as well.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So she pulls her sword out, charges forward, with a battle cry. Reggie.
All right. Before I do anything, just a quick question. We haven't technically reached the door yet, so we're all still technically in the hallway.
Yes.
Would you say that this hallway is narrow enough where we're kind of standing single file? Like, is our initiative reflecting our marching order?
The hallway itself is because it's not. It's roughly about 15-ish feet wide. Like this manor house itself is massive. The word mansion could describe it really well.
Okay.
So the quote-unquote hallway is more of like a hall. Like there are suits of armor lined up on either side, and there are little podiums that have little pieces of art and stuff like that. There's big old tapestries on the wall. So you guys have plenty of room to maneuver around.
Okay. Because if I remember correctly, we never really got a chance to even do a short rest between Smegwick tripping that mine in our ship to now. And since he has currently, like, out of the three of us, the highest inspiration, I'm kind of assuming he's at the front of the line right here, if there was any kind of semblance of a line. So that being said,
Ellie would be ahead of me because she double moved.
Yeah.
Still, you're the one who got hurt most recently.
I have one Reggie's worth of hit points left.
Yeah, you do.
Protect the squishies!
That being said, though, one last question, Mr. DM, because I know the rules say one thing, but would it be all right if I did Bardic Inspiration as a normal action and not purely as a bonus action?
No. Unfortunately,
that's totally fine.
You can't switch an action for bonus because it creates other issues.
No, that's totally fine. That's totally fine. I've worked with DMs that were flexible. I've worked with some that are not. I just wanted to know what was here, but that's totally fine. So what I'm going to do is for my bonus action, I'm going to use Bardic Inspiration on Smegwick. Give him at least a little bit of help, considering that we haven't really had time to heal him. So he'll have a little bit of a better time in a fight once we actually get that started. And
D6?
Let's see, as a bonus action, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, 1d6.
D6, cool.
And, oh, wow, this goes on for 10 minutes. Nice. All right. Considering that we haven't exactly reached them, I'm going to hold my normal action, and instead I'm going to run the 30 feet as well towards the door.
Okay. So, you're just using your movement, or are you going to use your action to dash?
I'm just, well...
That's true.
You know what? Yeah, I will use an action to dash. Okay. So that's another 30 feet.
All right. So yeah, you and Owie are basically hand in hand, and Smegwick is trailing behind by.
I'm sorry. So I'm keeping it straight in my head. So that's 60 because of your action. Because you use a bonus action for the inspiration.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. As I pass right by Smegwick, I just pat him on the shoulder and I just go, "Let's get these fuckers," and then I just run past him.
All right. As you all do that, you see Bidwin kind of look around, and you watch him dash off in another direction. Apparently, towards the private wing of the manor house.
This is his house. He probably knows all the shortcuts.
Yeah.
You should have followed him.
So back to the top of the order.
I thought he was in the lead.
Back at the top of the order. The door still remains closed. Because of the commotion, you don't hear or see anything from the other side of the door. So that brings us back to Smegwick.
Okay. First impulse is to chase after Bidwin because this is his house. However, I am inclined to go this way because if we can, he's hoping that we'll provide a distraction and he can do like a pincer maneuver, like a flank. So, and I also don't want to split the party.
Yeah, I got an idea.
Versus 2 months.
What you're dogging about?
Yeah, of course you don't. Yeah, so that's it. So they'll be up there. So it's 30 because I used my action earlier. So it's still, sorry. So it's like I don't know how far away would I be if I moved another 30? I'm probably not up at the door yet, am I?
You're 70 feet when you started this to turn, so you would be 40 feet if you move another 30. You would be tied with Aoi and Reggie.
Are they double doors or is it a single door?
Single door.
Okay. Aoi, I believe, might be she's, well, I mean, definitely right now she's probably the toughest of us. So I'm just going to see there. I'm going to hold my action. If I see any of those monks, I'm going to fire an Eldritch Blast at one of them.
Okay. So you guys watch
Do it.
as Smegwick's hand starts to glow. What color are your Eldritch Blasts, sir?
Kind of a purpley green.
Right. So you see this kind of purpley green energy envelop his hand as he kind of holds it as a steady and prepares.
May. I'm just holding it right there.
Just endlessly holding the May syllable. It's like, wow.
Like we're waiting to come back from commercial in Dragon Ball Z.
Red Kirby Morrow.
Reggie's just with a stopwatch with, wow, he is still going.
Aoi, what you wanted to do?
Okay, yeah.
You're 40 feet away at this point from the door itself.
And then when I went to did he go past say a sharp turn or
effectively you guys went to the west, he went to the north. So if you guys went this way, he went this way. So you guys are over here, he's up here somewhere. Which I realize looks like east on the camera, but everything's backwards, so.
Okay, yeah. I guess I'll use my I'll dash, try to get the door open for the boys.
Okay. So yeah, you're able to get there. You open the door. You still have 20 feet of movement. Do you want to walk through, or?
I'm going to wait when I open the door. But hey, I mean my sword just in case the monsters decide to come for me.
Okay. That brings us to Reggie.
Okay, so if I heard that correctly, Aoi's opening the door right now.
Yes.
She just opened the door. You can see down the hallway.
Okay.
I didn't see anyone of it. I don't think so.
Not as of yet.
I'm gonna try a little something.
Seems to be an empty hallway.
I'm gonna try a little something. I might regret it. This might result in me dying again.
Do not Leroy Jenkins this.
I'm not gonna Leroy Jenkins this. I'm actually gonna be sneaky.
Okay.
Reggie steps up to the doorway, kind of looks back at Aoi and Smeggy, and just goes. Then I pluck out one of my eyelashes, reach into my pocket, pull out a little gum, wrap it around, and I cast invisibility on myself.
Ooh.
Okay.
And then I'm going to use the rest of my movement to stealth my way down the hallway.
Well,
and
you are still 40 feet away from the door. So if you
use
the entire movement, again, Aoi ran up to the door to open it.
Yeah, and that's an action.
Okay, so then I will.
You can get up to the
I thought he was up there because he double moved.
They both moved 60 feet, which meant they were 40 feet
away
from the door.
But when we started, the door was 100 feet.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, then I will just use the rest of my movement to just be as parallel as I can to Aoi. And I use my action to cast invisibility. And then I'm going to use my bonus action to give another bardic inspiration to Aoi.
Okay. So you guys will watch, and you see him go shh, boink, and then
You hear a little. Ah, God damn it! Ow!
and then Aoi, you feel kind of this strange sense of calm as the inspiration washes over you.
Okay.
No movement from the inside. It seems. Smegwick.
Okay. Is it now seeing the doorway, straight shot? Is there doors off to either side, or is it just
yeah, the
one
makeup
one
of,
in another?
The guest wing is you have the door that connects it to the manor hall, and then it's effectively a long hallway with rooms around the outside. So there are a grand total of 6 rooms in the guest wing, with the largest room being at the far end, which is the captain's quarters at this particular point. The captain's room has the only door out of the guest quarters to the outside, because that's the VIP room, so they have their own little area that they can go outside in. So,
And that's the only way you could get out if we were going down this direction.
through a door. Obviously, there's windows in each one of the rooms.
Yes.
So if you wanted to go out a window, you could. But they're smaller, they're harder to open, so they do take a little bit more effort than walking out of the door. Not much, but it's there. Having been in situations before where you had to make a quick exit from a building, you know those little seconds can make a big difference.
Yeah, these guys are probably in another zip code by now. I'll use all my movement if I can, and provided obviously like they're not like trying to drop from above, I'm going to just hightail it to the captain's direction, direction of the quarters. Then, if that's the only way out, on foot.
Again, at the start of this turn, you are.
Yeah, I'm fur back. That's the direction I'm going.
No, you've made 2 moves, so you were 60. So you had.
Well, 30 the first time. Then it was 60 the second time.
No, because last turn you used your action to you
Double
couldn't have
move.
moved. You were holding your Eldritch Blast last time. You
Oh,
couldn't
yeah.
have double moved.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
So anyway, let's just say you have enough movement to get into the wing. You don't have enough movement to get to the captain's
Okay.
quarters, which is another 100 feet on the other side.
Okay. I'm just gonna double move.
Cool. As you go through, I need a dex saving throw from all 3 of you.
Oh, lovely.
Oh, yay! I just saw chat.
Ooh,
Thank you.
that is a dirty 20.
Okay, I'll collect you guys in a second here. Owie, what'd you get?
With my inspiration dice used, I got a 19.
19, not bad. Smegwick,
I'm sorry. So what are we doing now?
dex save.
Dex
Oh.
save. And remember, you have inspiration.
Gonna have to use it. Okay. Dex 7 plus 3, 10, 10, 14 with the d6.
Okay. And then you said at 20 for you, Reggie.
A dirty 20, not a nat 20.
Owie and Reggie, you guys make the save. You only take half damage. Smegwick, you're going to take full damage. So you take 6 piercing damage. Smegwick, 3 for Owie and Reggie.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah, not particularly bad. As a spray of darts comes by, as Aoi and Reggie, as you kind of cover, most of the darts hit you, but they don't really stick. However, for you, Smegwick, one sticks right in the neck, and you start feeling your visions swim a bit. As I need a con save.
Oh, I was figuring on that. I was like, also, did I just see? Was it just like I ran in? What? Wait a minute. I was kind of compared to everyone else. I thought I was in the rear.
You were, but you ran in while the other two stopped you just before the door.
Okay. I'm so not used to theater of mind. Okay.
You effectively had 40 feet of. You were 40 feet away from the door. You used 60 feet of movement, where the other two only used 35 feet. Because they each had an action that they did.
I think, yeah. Yeah, 10.
Yeah, as you're sitting there, you feel it. Your eyes go.
Awesome.
Oh, boom! You hit the ground hard. You are unconscious.
Oh no.
But like hit points to zero.
Game.
Hit points to
No,
zero.
you're not
unconscious.
Just.
Effectively, you are incapacitated right now. But your hit points are the same. You are not reduced to 0 hit points. You're just unconscious. However, you're starting to realize what may have happened to your friend.
Well, where the darts came from.
That's weird. It's almost like these guys had an entire day to do whatever they wanted on this manor house without anyone really observing them.
These guys had the time to not only home alone the house, but our own ship as well.
Yeah.
Well, and this particular trap was not an incredibly elaborate one. It was effectively just a dart trap with a tripwire, so that could have been set up in an action.
Okay.
But, that ends Smegwick's turn. Aoi, you watch Smegwick kind of grip his neck and then hit the ground.
I don't like beats.
Oh, and you have the poison condition. And will remain unconscious as long as you have the poison condition.
So I can't even be woken up. Awesome.
Well, anything that removes poison will do it. And you'll have additional saves later. But
Reggie, suck the poison out.
He would just to spite you.
Is like Smegwick behind, beside me, or?
He's like right next to us right now.
Can I try to rouse him awake and worry?
At this particular point, you're not 100% sure what has happened to him. If you want to run a quick medicine check, you
I'm
can.
pretty sure seeing this.
Well, all she saw was this, and then hit the ground. So she technically you could be dead. You could be paralyzed. You could be a lot of different things. Each one requires a different response. So
they filled those darts with NyQuil.
Oh God. 13.
13's good enough.
You can see my chest.
Looking him over really quickly and seeing the darts and knowing what had happened to Spitwig, you instantly realize he's been poisoned. Some poisons like this are easy enough to just rouse someone if you shake him enough or do a little bit of damage. Some of them are a little bit more powerful and require removal of the poison itself. With the 13, you're not 100% certain which one this is.
I try to shake him awake anyway.
Okay. That will, just to let you know, that will be your action to
Okay.
wake him.
Okay.
All right. So yeah, you come over and you shaking him, and he's just. He doesn't seem to be waking up yet.
Darn. I'll,
You still have basically the entirety of your movement and your bonus action.
Reggie, could you take care of him?
He's invisible.
I'm invisible.
Oh, yeah.
You can still talk.
No, I know.
I
You
think the best-
suddenly hear me right next to you. What was that?
Can you, is it possible for you to take care of, Smegwick? I think he might be poisoned.
Okay, so I have an idea. Hopefully I can do all of these in my turn.
Well, we'll figure out what you want to do on your turn
Okay.
when it comes. However, Aoi did just ask for a response. So, what's your? Yeah, she just said, "Hey, can you take care of him?" Since it's not your turn, you can still reply. That's a free action. But I want to get her turn finished before we start talking about yours. So, what do you want to? Do you want to respond to her? Do you want to say nothing? I thought it would be particularly funny if you just nodded, and then realized no one could see you and go, "Shit, yes."
You know, that would be
do
him.
that
He
all
would
the
do
time.
that. He would do that. That is how he responds. Oh, right. Oh, right. You can't see me. Yes, I'm right here.
Hey, I'll, go a little bit ahead of you so you can have time to heal. And I still have my movement, right?
Yeppers.
I'll go, like, 10 feet ahead of them.
Okay. So do you want to enter the wing, or do you want to be just outside the door?
Just outside the door.
Okay. So you're there, kind of getting ready. As you're kind of sitting there waiting, you yeah, this is what happened because you're right there. As you're sitting there waiting, you suddenly see a foot fly into your face.
Oh, God.
Someone just Chris Tuckered you.
Or my guy. Yeah, that hits.
Okay.
That hits.
You take 8 points of bludgeoning damage, and I need a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, you jerk.
Oh, no. Stunning strike.
It's weird that my monks would use this as a stunning strike.
Oh dear.
That's pretty good.
Inspiration, if you need it.
Don't worry, I'm proficient with con save. 21.
Oh,
yeah.
no.
You, as it hits you in the face, you're just like, what the, and you feel something go through your entire body as your muscles start to tense, and your entire body is just frozen for a split second as you just shake it off, and you can kind of feel this wave of something that just kind of passed over you, leaving you tingly. As you sit there going, what the hell? Another foot comes out. That's 10.
Which one of y'all kicked me in the face?
Does a 10 hit your armor class?
Nope.
Yeah, that's as
A
the other
foot
one
just goes right over you.
As the other one's coming, you just kind of move out of the way, just, and you now know where the two guys were hiding, right on the other side of the door, pressed up against the wall, so no one could see them.
Ninjas. Just like in my Japanese comics.
Anything else you wanted to do with your turn, Aoi?
I used my action to talk to yeah.
Okay.
So I'm let's see if yeah, I'm still roll to I think I'll wait on that. I'll end my turn.
Okay. Reggie, you saw to the 2 feet go poof, poof, and smack Owie, but you can't actually see the creatures that made the attacks.
Okay. Could I at least see that the feet seem to have come from like the other side of the doorway?
Yeah, you know where they are. You just have no line of sight. They have total cover.
Okay.
You saw the foot, then it went back.
Yeah.
Okay. Here's what I'm
invisible. They don't get that ability until like level 15.
Okay, here is my plan.
Fireball.
For my bonus action, I'm gonna suck out the poison.
Just so you know, that doesn't actually work in real life either. Just so we're clear.
God damn it! Okay, I thought I could do that.
I'm happy for you to try it. However, I want to know what bonus action you're using to suck out the poison.
I don't know, like a medicine check, or is that just to see what's wrong with him?
Since you've already been told it's poison. If you have a medicine kit, I would let you attempt to cure it with
No, don't have it.
Then no. You could do a medicine check to maybe identify the poison. But in general, I'll give you one kind of information roll for free on your turn. Anything else after that is generally going to be an action.
Well, since it's kind of since I would know that, anything I can do is really going to be moot because I'm not really going to have any way to actually heal him. Here's my plan, because I'm still invisible. Mm-hmm. I am going to... Let's see, I'm right at the doorway. I'm just on the other side of it.
Yeah, you're about to 10 feet back. You and Owie were both about to 10 feet away.
Okay, I'm gonna John Woo this. I am going to basically leap through the doorway with my movement. I'm gonna land on my back. This is all while I'm still invisible. I haven't used any other spells, and it's a concentration. I am going to John Woo leap through the door, slide on the floor on my back, and then I'm going to throw 2 daggers, one at each guy. Or can I only target one of them?
If you have 2 attacks, you can do that, right?
Do you have the dual wielder feat? The only reason I ask is I've been learning a little bit more about how drawing weapons works. Without the dual wielder feat, you can only draw 1 weapon per turn. So if you have both daggers out, or at least one dagger out, you can totally make both throws. That's
okay. I thought that would be cool, but never mind then.
Did you draw a weapon earlier, or did you not?
I did not.
You have pulled out if you had a dagger out before, then this is totally fine.
I kind of by default have my daggers out, but I don't have my rapier out until I'm at like starting melee fights and whatnot. Okay, but for this, I'll just have like 1 dagger out.
Yeah, then you can do both of the throws. You have to have at least 1 out, because then you can draw the other one as you attack. So
okay, by default I have my daggers out.
Yeah, you can totally do that. The one thing I'm going to say, because this is a little bit complicated, I am going to need an acrobatics check, a dex acrobatics.
Because you called your shot in such a way.
Well, normally being on your back is being prone. Which would impose disadvantage on all your attacks. So
do you have enough movement to get back up?
You need an acrobatics check.
Yeah, I'm not necessarily worried about that because I rolled a 24.
Ah, nice.
Yeah, you. The only bad thing about this, no one saw the thing. You just did the most amazing. Like you jump through the air, you like twist. As you're going down, you have both daggers out. You kind of flip them in the air. You catch them right as you hit your back. Perfect swing. They start spinning, and no one sees anything until the daggers just kind of appear out of nowhere.
Hey, Smegwood, did you see that? Oh, right. I don't actually say that. But yeah, 2 daggers just come out of thin air.
Attack rolls, though.
Okay.
I will say, but both of these have advantage, seen as your. The first one has advantage because they can't see you because you're invisible. As soon as you make the attack, you become visible, though. So the second one won't.
Well, then, since I'm invisible and I'm doing this technically behind them, could this count as a sneak attack? Because I do have 2 levels in Rogue.
Well, you have advantage on the first attack, so that counts. That will give you sneak attack. In addition, Aui's within 5 feet of them, so that would also give you sneak attack. So one of them, if it hits, you can add your sneak attack bonus to 2.
Okay, so if it hits, that's an extra 1d6 damage. Okay, so for the first dagger, I'm gonna go for the guy on the right, and you said with advantage, right?
Yeah, first attack with advantage. Sorry,
damn
just
it.
checking the levels.
With all my awesomeness, and my advantaged roll is a 9.
So as you throw it, you watch the Genasi stand there. He sees the dagger come out and just very quickly kind of and zoom, and you just see it cut a little bit of his always kind of blowing hair as it goes right past and sticks into the wall. And
yeah, these guys are air
turns
genasi.
Towards you. Yeah, they're both air genasi.
Does he have advantage on the other attack? Because you said because Aoi was next to the guy.
No, he gets sneak attack because you just need an ally within 5 feet. No advantage because they can see him now.
Okay, so for the second dagger is just going to be a straight roll then.
Yep.
12?
Again, as the other dagger goes, actually, as the other dagger goes.
No. Wait a minute, that's if it hits. I thought, isn't that the roll?
Oh yeah, it has to reduce the damage. No, he doesn't get to catch it. Damn.
Oh, technicality whiff.
For once, I'm happy I missed. Oh right, these are monks. They can catch stuff in midair. Why did I not know?
I wanted to catch it, but there's no damage to reduce. Curse you, deflecting missiles. Hi, Jax. Yeah. For whatever reason, my mic is acting a little bit weird. I'm trying to get it a little bit louder. Hopefully, this is better for you guys. I'm playing with the low levels, but back to the game. So now, after rolling on your back, I will say with the 24 acrobatics, you can kind of pop back up onto your feet, or you can remain prone as you slide on your back.
Well, it doesn't really matter since I'm not invisible anymore after that attack, so I'm just gonna hop right back on my feet.
Okay.
It matters. You don't want to give a monk advantage.
Yeah, I'm on my feet.
All right. So, that ends your turn. It's time for the monks. As they both kind of look at you, the first one is just kind of staring at you and then disappears. You suddenly feel from behind you. How does a 26 sound?
Who are you attacking?
You, Reggie. I'm sorry. I'm looking right at you. What are you talking about?
I see you looking at a camera. I don't know who exactly.
Well, don't worry. Before I was looking at the picture of you, which is nowhere near the camera. So.
Yeah, that hits.
Cool. That will be 6 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oh boy.
And I need a con save from you.
Crap. Shit, that's a 5.
All right. And as you feel this pressure in the back of your head, everything just starts going white. All your muscles tense, and you are stunned until the end of this character's next turn. However, a second attack doesn't come. And you hear the just slightest bit of movement behind you and a door opening and closing. But beyond that, nothing. The other one is going to kind of catapult itself into the room with you, Aoi, and come around again with another roundhouse kick towards your face. Which is another 2, which turns into a 10. So it comes around with this wild kick. You kind of duck underneath it, bring your sword up. This time it's a 25.
Yeah, but when he first misses, can I as my reaction, can I do chromatic orb as part of Warcaster?
Does Warcaster let you cast if they miss you?
Uh,
I thought it was only if you get an opportunity attack, and he hasn't left your attack range.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
That's perfectly fine. We're all learning. So yeah, he comes up, he takes us a swing at you, he misses. The second kick, he comes around and just plants one right in your chest, and you feel it. It's a total of math. This is hard. 9 points of damage.
Okay.
And I need a con save from you again. I really need to remember to keep track of these.
Okay.
I'll put it here.
Natural 20!
Yeah, you don't really care that he hit you. Again, you feel this really strange experience where this wave of energy just kind of washes over your body. Your muscles start to tighten, and you're just like, ugh. And he seems upset about that, and you watch him blink out of existence and appear further down the hallway as he runs into a door on the right from what you can see and closes it.
It's turning into a Scooby-Doo episode.
Yes.
Definitely.
Yeah.
That ends their turn. Smegwick, you...
Session notes. Mike's bullshit.
So Smegwick, you are currently sleeping, dreaming of, things that are pleasant to you. Make me another con save.
I'm using one of my 2 chat game inspirations because I'm sick of this. I was holding on to them, hoping for a good shot, but no, gotta whiff this stuff. First one. Guess what, fam? That was a 1. That wasn't much better. So that would be a 12.
It's still not enough, unfortunately.
The deuce you say, sir.
Yeah. Yeah, you're gonna be well rested after this is over. Definitely.
New dice.
I was about to say, perhaps not using your new dice tower. Maybe who knows. Yeah, that ends this turn. Owie.
I'm not gonna go ahead. Instead, I'm going to.
Up next, Cobra Commander.
I'm going to use my bonus action to use Second Wind.
Okay. So, I guess Reggie would still see this. You see Owie just kind of, you watch her sword drop a little bit as she closes her eyes, starts to breathe. You see her take a deep breath in. She opens her eyes. There's a new kind of calm and clarity in her expression as she readies herself for her next action.
I would like to just point out that all this time, Reggie's face is like smushed on the carpet as he's just paralyzed on the ground, like, come on, you can do it!
Well, technically, you were upright when you were
you're locked
stunned.
In places, like.
So yeah, you're just.
Oh, I thought I fell down. I thought I just went limp.
That would make Sis's stunning strike a lot worse.
Yeah.
No, it just stuns you. It locks all of your muscles.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, wow. Okay then.
Effectively, it's kind of like if you've ever you're effectively seeing stars. If you've ever had that happen where stand up too quickly and you kind of shake for a little bit and you can't really focus on anything for a brief moment. It only lasts 6 seconds, so.
Right.
Okay, so while I do that, I'm just going to stay where I am while the boys recover.
Okay. Did you want to move into the hallway? Do you want to stay out in the main hall with Smegwick? Where do you want to go?
I'll stay out in the main hall with Smegwick.
All right. So did you want to use your action to do anything, or maybe hold an action for an attack?
I'll hold an action in case they decide to do that again.
Okay. So you're holding an attack, a spell. What do you want to hold?
Let's see. Shocking grass.
Shocking grass. Cool. So as you're kind of sitting there, you breathe and you can feel yourself starting to heal, and then you just kind of bring your hand up and as the lightning starts to travel along your fingertips, and you wait. That brings us to Reggie. You're stunned. Congratulations. It goes back to the monks to turn. Reggie.
Just skip me. Okay.
Yeah. With stunned, you lose everything for it to turn, and then once the stun is over, you're perfectly fine.
So I can't save out of it.
No, stun is one of the unique things in 5th edition where there's no way to end it. There's almost nothing that's immune to it. It is specifically designed for monks as part of their kit for action economy control. So,
making your save is what prevents you.
Yeah, that's your only thing. Again, it only lasts until the end of the character's next turn, so it's not a permanent thing. You just lose it to the turn. But I do want you to make a perception check, since you are neither deaf nor blind whilst this is stunned.
Okay. Perception it is. That is a dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Okay. As you're sitting there, you do hear the sound of metal against metal from both doors. It almost sounds like someone's picking a lock, but not quite.
Ooh.
There's the Chuckles amateur hour that scraped the crap out of my door.
Wait, so they both... Wait, did they go into rooms, or are they still in the hallway picking locks?
They went into rooms. You heard one go into a room, and then another one go into a different room. Because you were facing away from them, you don't know which rooms they are, but you know they went into different rooms.
And let themselves in!
Would Allie have seen what doors they go in?
Yeah, I always saw them both. They went into rooms on opposite sides. And
wait, I hear something, but I can't tell what's going on.
You can't also speak, so. But you do notice again. It's a sound similar to someone picking a lock, but it's not someone picking a lock. It's got a similar sound to that, though.
Gotcha.
Another try.
Something mechanical, maybe.
Oh dear.
That brings us back to Smegwick. Sleepy sleep. Did I actually find the one stat that you don't have awesome scores in, or has it just been really bad rolls?
I haven't rolled above a 10.
Wow. Good. Cool. So, yeah, go ahead and make your con save. I will say this one's kind of important because 3 saves makes it permanent until the poison wears off in an hour.
Okay, screw that then. I'm gonna do this right. This is actually a goblin die.
Go for it. Goblin up the die, man.
Screw it. That's been my night. I'm gonna use my other game inspiration. Thanks, chat.
Go for it. Anyone watching right now, if you click on the TJ Tales button at the bottom, if you want to give them inspiration or healing potions or anything like that, or cooler things like creating an NPC for the campaign or adding a boss or a monster to combat, it's all right there in the TJ Tales button. So feel free to try that stuff out.
We could use the potions.
If anyone wants, I've got to see if there's lesser restoration as one of the spells.
We're going everything but boss fights. Everything but boss fights we're good on. Appreciate it.
Yes. So what'd you get?
16.
16's enough. You sit there, you kind of open your eyes a little bit.
I
You see Owie standing over you with lightning in her hand. You're not sure what she's going to do with that. Makes you slightly uncomfortable. Your mouth is bone dry. Worst cotton mouse you've ever had. But you are conscious. Unfortunately, that happens at the end of your turn. So that is your turn. You are conscious and prone. Going to Owie. You see Reggie start waking up. He's smacking his little lips. He looks at you, slightly worried as the lightning in your hand starts to fade away as this spell ends.
Yep. I'm gonna help Smeg wake up.
Okay. I'll say that's your one object interaction for the turn.
Okay, yeah, so,
Do you speak Sylvan?
no, I do not.
I say something weird.
He just starts as he's sitting there and you're waking him up. It sounds almost like gibberish as he goes. It's very pretty gibberish, but it's gibberish. So what else you want to do? He's awake. He's slowly gaining his faculties back. You think in a couple seconds he'll probably be right as rain.
How far away are the doors?
2 frame weeks to play this shit. 2 frame weeks.
30 feet, give or take, 5 feet on either side. So it's 30 feet this way or 30 feet that way.
I'm gonna look to the left and let's use a fireball to set off whatever trap that one has off early.
So
the door's closed, right?
The door is currently closed. So if you want to hit it with a fireball, you can. However, you will also be hitting Reggie because he would be within the range of your fireball or bolt. I guess I should ask.
The cantrip.
The cantrip. Oh, bolt. Okay, never mind. You can.
I heard fireball too.
Yeah, you can hit the door with firebolt if you would like.
Yeah.
Okay. Burn the house down. Fire is the answer to everything, folks.
Dear.
Go ahead and make your attack roll.
Okay.
Remarkably enough, doors not a huge AC.
Of course not.
With these guys' propensity, I don't think it's meta knowledge now. These guys they're trapping. It's not unheard of to expect a trap now.
8?
As you fire off the firebolt, you're a little bit kind of overwhelmed with just everything that's going on and worrying about Sister Smegwick. You miss the door by just the barest of margin, and you scorch the wall beside it. Do you want to move or anything?
I think you're carrying me, right?
Well, she just kind of helped get you up. You're not really. If she was like grappling you or something, that would have taken her action. So.
Oh, okay.
Mostly, you're just not prone.
Yeah, I'm going to stay put, helping the boys.
Okay. Reggie, what do you want to do?
Well, aren't I still stunned?
No, your stun ended at the end of the monk's last turn. So
okay,
you're perfectly fine now.
Okay, I just kind of like shake myself off a little bit, kind of rub the back of my neck, and I'm gonna be walking away from these 2 doors, and I'm rejoining the party, and I'm just kind of giving a look over everyone just to see, like, all right, are you all okay?
Relatively. Yeah.
I kind of gently slap Smegwick a bit, like, hey, stay with me.
Stomach off it! Get your hands off me!
All right.
I hate monks.
Yeah, I'm beginning to feel that same kind of hatred myself. But more to the point, we have ourselves a situation. We got ourselves a bit of a barricade problem here, and I strongly do not believe that we, as we are capable of withstanding it. I think it's safe to say, they trounced us.
Yeah.
We're still in initiative, right?
Yeah.
We're still in it.
This is what he's doing for his turn.
I used my movement, and now I'm just talking.
Okay.
That's all I'm doing.
You guys can
Sorry,
have
because,
a brief conversation, and then we'll go back to it'll be the monk's turns, and then next. So, what else did you want us to say? I'll say as your action, you can say more than that if you would like.
Yeah, I just had like one question left, and then that's going to be
Sure.
it for my turn, which is Well, actually, no. I'm gonna use like my official action to pick up my 2 daggers, which have obviously fallen to the floor because I missed both times.
Yeah. Well, one of them was sticking in the wall. I mean, it was a good throw. He just he totally neoed out of the way.
And no one saw me. Do we know where the big guy is, our dear host?
He went north.
He took a turn.
And there's really no way I can do any kind of perception check to see where he is right now. This is a pretty
perception. No, you physically cannot see him. If you wanted to kind of intuit where you think he might be, that would be more along an insight check. But I'll let you know right now. There are so many different possibilities. You would have to roll really high to get anything concrete.
Well, clearly our dear host has some kind of better idea of what's going on here, and I can't believe these words are coming out of my head. I say we wait.
Okay.
All right.
That's it for my turn. That's all.
As soon as you say that, you hear the sound of...
Was that a whisper, or was that just out loud?
Definitely a softer voice, because I feel like the monks would still have trouble hearing me because they've got.
Well, I mean, they've got a door, a really nice door, and a wall, and you guys are technically outside in the main hall. So
exactly.
They've got a hallway and a wall in between you guys.
So this is like stage whispers.
Yeah,
it's whispering, but it's still kind of loud.
Normal speaking voices, you're relatively certain, unless they have superhuman hearing, they would not be able to pick up what you're saying.
Right. But yeah, that's it for my turn.
All right. So, at the end of your turn, you suddenly hear the sound of breaking wood and glass. A brief pause, and then shit! And one of the doors bursts open, and one of the monks goes running, trailing a small bit of blood droplets as it runs into the
oh, please be Bidwin.
Captain's the VIP quarters. All right, no, it's not. Never mind. He doesn't run. He just gets thrown into the hallway and lands there. As you first see a massive battle axe enter the room, and shortly behind it, you see Bidwin holding what looks to be a ceremonial weapon. Like it's very elaborate. There's jewels and the things on it, but there's also blood on it now. So you're not 100% certain how much this weapon is going to stand up to repeated use, but apparently it has been used.
Even an improvised weapon can beat someone's ass.
Oh God.
And he looks upset for some odd reason. You're not sure why.
I 100% imagine Bidwin it looks like John Rhys Davies.
Close. Think
God.
more Brian Blessed, and you've got the right.
Oh, that's alive!
You wonder where the deep voice came from?
Oh, I love it. I love it so much. I love Brian Blessed.
I have a bit I do complaining about King George from Hamilton not being Hamilton doesn't have bases in the show. The closest they have is a couple of the raps can be wrapped at a little lower register. And I have a bit that I made where I go, you know what? Bases are always the bad guy. This is my little. I have this is what I want to say to Lin-Manuel Miranda one day when we're both on this is the same talk show. Bases are always the bad guy. McCavity is a bass, even though it doesn't say anything. Javert is a baritone bass. Judd is a bass. Really, the only bass in Cats, though, is Deuteronomy, and that's because when Brian Blessed comes up to you and says, "I want to be a kitty," you write him up apart. Yeah, bases are always the bad guy, and Lin-Manuel Miranda, you did bases bad. There are no bass parts in your show, and you should be ashamed of yourself. Which, of course, is completely false because Hamilton is amazing. But, yes, but back to this. You see him kind of standing there with his great axe, and he simply
totally cornered him for you.
And you see him just sitting there, and he says, "You will pay for the cleaning bill and my replacement window."
He's talking to the Genasi, right?
Yes.
Oh my God.
He
Okay.
seems almost oblivious of the fact that you guys exist. He is
That's
very, very
fabulous.
focused.
One of them got it. One of them went the other door. Well, no, I wouldn't know that. Sorry. One of them. Where's the other one? Where's the other one?
Well, as you say that, Smegwick, it is your turn.
Where's the other one? Where's the? Someone's getting.
I would
an
know.
Eldritch
I would know.
Blast.
She was looking in that direction. It happened behind me.
Oh wait, no, but before you get to do that, the monk that got hit now runs into the captain's quarters. I will say he goes out of attack range. Or no, he teleports. Never mind.
God damn it! Like a monk doesn't have enough tricks, can teleport. Awesome.
Well, it requires shadows. Luckily for them, you didn't start chasing until it was dusk. So there's lots of shadows.
Of course.
It also happens to be the hallway you're in. All the lights, for some bizarre reason, have been all the candelabras in that have been snuffed.
No, he
It's
immediately ran in there, right? Did he
Uh,
close the door behind, or did he? Wait, don't you have to have line of sight to teleport?
yeah, but he can
Or
teleport.
Shadow step?
Yeah, shadow step, but he just has to shadow step outside of his attack range in order to not get an opportunity attack, which is all he'd be using in FF4.
Well, no, I thought the captain's door was closed.
The captain doors is closed, so what he did is he teleported to the door, opened it, went through.
Ah. Is his door still open?
He closed it behind him. He had to use his action to do it, because you only get one object interaction for free, but he did.
Well, now it's my turn.
Before you go, I gotta remember. Smegwick, because of your military training, I'd like you to make a history check.
Oh.
May I make one too?
Sure. Your DC is going to be a little bit higher just because your training is not quite in tactics as much as it is in Spellfare, but it
Fair
would
enough.
work.
Nope.
Okay. This is Smegwick?
Total 16.
16. 16's enough. The guest wing is easily fortifiable. Like if you had to make a last stand and you could ensure that the people you were fighting against had to come at you through the manor house instead of being able to come from all sides, this is a really, really defensible position, and there are so many places where they could divide and conquer you guys, and this would be over in a matter of minutes.
Which is what they were planning for, because that's obviously how else they're going to try and get off the island.
What you're realizing now is nothing they're doing fits the idea that they're trying to win. Every action they've taken thus far has not led them to a point where they will be in a better position to kill you. But it has used a lot of time.
They're buying time. They're buying time.
Oh, it's a distraction.
Oh, that friggin' dragon. If that guy with the punchable face shows up again, I swear to God. I told that to Didwin. It's like they're buying time. And
make me a charisma persuade, or just a flat charisma check.
Thank you. Got a +8 in this, fam, so that's a 23.
So as you speak to him, at first, again, he doesn't seem to acknowledge you even exist. And as you kind of look at him, you say it again a little bit more forcefully, and you suddenly see him slightly blink, and he kind of turns to you, and as you look to see his eyes are completely dilated. His pupils are completely dilated, and as he looks at you, you can see a slight bit of like understanding, but he still seems kind of off.
This guy's a straight up barbarian. He's raging.
Anything else you want to do with your turn?
Well, I mean, I'll just do is talk. They're buying time. We need to end this quick, and I'm going to go up to the door, and I'm going to stand to the one side of it.
Which first to the door?
The one that dude just ran in, the captain's door.
Okay. That would, you'd effectively have to double move to get there, because it's the exact opposite side of the guest wing.
Okay. Well, I'll do there, and I'll stand beside it, but I'm going to stand off to the side of the door. And that'll be my action in case they try and book it.
Okay. Owie.
Okay. I'm going to. Yeah, I'm gonna do the same thing Smegwood did. I'm gonna stand. I'm gonna double movement and stand like 10 feet in front of the door.
Okay. Do you want to kind of flank it with Smegwig so you're both on one side?
Yeah.
Okay.
Good idea.
All right. So yeah, that's your action. Your move. Does that end your turn?
That's my turn.
Reggie, do something cool.
All right, I have a little something here. Let me see.
Everywhere we are takes 2 friggin' movements to do.
Sorry.
Okay. It's not a lot, but it can possibly still mean the difference between life and death. I'm going to spend my final Bardic Inspiration slot to cast Mantle of Inspiration, and it's going to give all 3 of us 5 temporary hit points.
Okay. So you guys watch as Reggie kind of focuses, puffs up a little bit, and you start to see him. How do you use this inspiration? Do you speak? Do you hum? Do you sing? Like what? Generally, Bardic magic is somehow involving sound in some way. So how do you think Reggie does this?
Well, he doesn't have his violin with him, so that's obviously going to be a damper on this whole thing because he refuses to let that thing get damaged. If that thing gets damaged, he will go straight barbarian. But no, if in this case, he's just going to basically give more of a slightly inspirational speech to his other 2, basically saying like, hey, we know it's tough right now, but here's the good news. We know precisely where they are right now, and there's little to no evidence that they're even trying to escape. We know where they are. We just need to get one good hit in on them. And we have this fucking tank with us right now. We got this.
And as
on this St. Crispin's Day.
And as Reggie makes this speech, you guys start feeling inspired and kind of roused by it. You start feeling the weariness in your muscles start to just become more distant. The pain from recent wounds seems to fade into the back of your mind as you get ready for the next thing. The large refrigerator-shaped man is going to go to the door. Or no. As you say that, no, he's berserk right now. He can't. Yeah, he's going to go to the door. He's going to open it.
Is he raging or is he berserk level, like frenzied raging?
Due to the fact that you've been traveling with Karen for a little while, you have seen her rage before. This is different than a rage. Whatever is going on here is beyond just raging.
He mad.
So he goes, he opens the door with enough force that he actually tears some of the hinges. And I need dex saves from Aoi and Smegwick.
Okay.
And from him to 2.
Natural 20.
He has advantage.
Wait, you don't need a dex save from me?
No, you're too far away.
Oh, okay.
It only hits right next to the door.
I'll take it.
If it wasn't for the fact that these guys were right next to the door, they wouldn't be making it either. The traps are really so small.
Oh, okay. That's 12.
He has advantage. He couldn't roll higher than a 6.
And remember, you two, you guys still have your inspirations.
No, I don't. I use mine.
I use mine too.
Yeah, they both used their inspirations a while
I
back.
still whipped it.
Oh, then I
remember, I haven't rolled above a 10 early on.
Oh, I misread this. I thought it lasted like for a whole 10 minutes.
No. What happens is they can choose to use it. Yeah, the way Bardic Inspiration work is you get a single die, and you can use that on any roll you want, or any skill check or saving throw that you want for the next 10 minutes. But once you use it, it's gone. Yeah. As you guys, what did you get?
Wick? 12.
12. Okay, not quite enough.
From dodging a door being ripped off.
No, this is from the same trap.
Oh, the trap
you did that with before. The door is fine. Aoi?
Natural 20.
Oh yeah, you're. You see them coming, and you instantly just kind of shield yourself. You to take.
Even waiting to the side. What? Is this another fire trap?
It fires it in a cone. So.
That's a. I'm saying that's a pretty. That's a cone.
It effectively hits everything within 5 feet of the door, on one side of the door. So you guys were standing. If here's the door, you were standing, and here is right in front of the door. You will hear and hear, which is still within 5 feet of the door.
Okay.
So as long as you guys are technically, it's within 10 feet of the door is the actual official thing of the trap. But yeah, think Claymore. It's designed to hit a wide area in short space. So.
Okay.
Yeah. What was I going to say? Or think of it as a burst, a spell that only bursts like a half circle instead of a cone. I guess that's a little better.
Okay, because I was saying it's a cone. Like I was going to argue with it all, but I wanted to move on.
No. It's a burst that one half of the burst just doesn't happen. So.
Okay.
Because it's directional. So. Anyway, 9 points of damage to Smegwick, only 4 to Aoi, and then a con save from Smegwick.
Was this more poison?
Yeah. This is the same trap you just dealt with.
Oh, this is more needles. Okay, I thought I thought I was getting the first. You said you were describing it the way you were describing it. I thought I was getting another fire blast.
Oh no! It's just as he opened the door, a spray of needles goes out for 10 feet.
Oh God! I am barely squeaking by this time. My brain is mush. There. 18.
18's good. So
God.
again, you get sprayed with darts again, and as you start kind of pulling them out, you start feeling your visions swim, and you catch yourself this time and kind of shake it off.
I hate monks.
After he does that, which he needs to make a con save, which he's not going to fail.
Yeah, does he have advantage on that?
Not con saves. But he rolled a 15 on the die, and he seems to be very constitutional.
Doesn't even phase him.
No, he doesn't take the darts out.
Oh, God!
And he walks into the room where you see the monk is at the door in the very back. And as he dashes forward, the monk, fast as the lightning, jumps up, fires a kick into this guy's face.
Oh, God.
Something tells me we should just sit back and enjoy the show.
Misses. Misses,
No,
and
Smegwick
then
wants a shot.
they both go through the door, and you lose track of them.
Oh, did he bull rush?
Kind of. He attacks through the door. He just kind of kept going.
Did they like exit our our attack range?
You no longer have line of sight on the monk, mostly because all you can see is his back in a splintered doorway. But the monk is outside, on the floor. You assume.
Is he dead?
That you're not sure about. Again, all you're seeing is Bidwin butt. So, that being said, it is their turn. You
There's
see
one unaccounted for, and there's this dude.
You see Bidwin take another swing. He gets a nat 1. No, he would 100% be reckless. That one hits. I'm sitting here going, no, he would totally, not even a good question.
If he's frenzied, probably.
Yeah, you see him take 2 big swings, and then you hear a pff, and yeah, that's all you hear. Smegwig.
I'm sorry, so is the monk still there?
We don't know.
You can't tell. You literally can only see the back of Bidwin.
Do I have room to run by? Or is he blocking?
You can ask him to move. Normally, allies, you can move through their squares. Since you're not 100% certain if this is an ally or an enemy, you're not sure until you
To
try
be
and
fair,
do
he
it.
has not attacked us.
He hasn't.
wouldn't that
Again,
be
there's a
for
difference
allies?
between neutral and ally. So
God damn it.
you can. The only thing I can say is you can try. It's entirely up to you.
Hey, big guy, you mind scooting by?
He kind of again.
Want to get my lick in? Come on.
He doesn't seem to acknowledge you at first. Go ahead and make me another charisma check.
So relying on charisma, not persuasion at this point? Mm-hmm. Okay.
He's not actually listening
19
to
on the
what.
die.
Not bad. He's not actually listening to you. This is literally just your intrinsic ability to impact people with your own willpower. So,
27.
yeah, you see him kind of move a little bit, and he kind of turns, and that's enough for you to be able to squeeze by if you
thanks,
like.
Mike. All right, cool.
As you go in, you see a decent-sized puddle of blood on the ground. Go ahead and make me a perception check.
Listen, this has been a real dip, and now I'm finally going up the roller coaster. Force is not one of my efficiencies. 19.
Okay. The little courtyard you're in does have like a 5-foot high wall around it to give the person a little bit of privacy. And you see on the corners of one of the walls, there is a little bit of blood splatter at the top. But as of right now, you do not see anyone else in there.
No. Oh, so I don't see a body.
No body, just blood on the floor, blood on the wall. And no trail linking the two.
Is it just no? Is it a canopy roof, or is it closed off?
It's open. It's open area. It just has like a little 5-foot wall around the perimeter of this little place. The whole place itself is no more than about 15 by 15. Like it's a kind of a small little courtyard, just meant to be a place outside that someone could sit down. There's some like lawn furniture out there.
Do I have any idea where they've gone?
Roll. What was your perception from before?
Perception was 19.
19. Yeah. If you had to guess, the fact that there's blood on the wall and you can't see them would hint to you that perhaps they went over the wall.
Oh, God.
Because anything on the other side of the wall you can't see, especially with how short you are. You can't see anything on the other side of the wall.
All right, fine. Gonna make me do it? I'll do it. I was kind of figuring they went up. I also figured it was kind of possible that they shadow stepped again, but
that would kind of make sense with the fact that there's no blood trail between the blood on the ground and the blood on the wall.
Was there like blood going up the wall?
Nope. There's just blood on top of the wall and slightly dripped down, and
all right.
Blood in the ground. So
gonna use my Misty Step. Go to the top of the wall.
Okay.
Gets a bonus action.
Yepers. As you look around, you see not a whole lot because now it's gone past dusk.
I have dark vision.
Yeah, for 60 feet, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You don't see a lot. You can see a little bit further out some a figure, but it's hard to make out with just how far away they are.
So I see them running. So they're obviously very far off.
Yeah. At this point, to do math.
Cool. Awesome. Great. Hey, big guy. They're going that way. And I am not jumping over the other edge because...
Again, you're only 5 feet in the air, so...
Oh, I thought you said they ran up a wall.
Yes, there is a 5-foot high wall that surrounds this place for a little bit of privacy. Again, this is just supposed to be a little place where a guest could go outside and enjoy themselves without...
I wasted that move for nothing then. Great. Awesome. Because I hear wall, I figured it was going to be higher than that because...
Which is why I said it is a 5-foot high wall.
It's fair. I'm not going shenanigans. Okay, fine. That's my turn.
All right.
If I can use the remainder of my turn, I'll just run the other. I'll just keep running that direction.
Okay. Cool. Owie, you are up next.
Okay. Should I check the other door to make sure the other monk is still in there?
Sure. I mean, it's entirely up to you. I'm assuming Smegwick. You heard Smegwick kind of yell back about the other monk running away, so you're aware as much as anyone else is what Smegwick is seeing.
Okay. Is anyone in the way of the obvious blast that would ensue once I set off the trap?
I'm standing right next to you, but I'm not in front of you.
Do I get a shot from far away?
sorry. What was the question? I didn't quite hear.
What are we far enough away that the ensuing blast won't hurt anyone?
If you go and open the other door, you would be the only person in range of that trap. If this is the same trap.
Okay, I'm going to shift to a safe distance, and I'm going to cast Firebolt on the door again.
Okay. Go ahead and make your attack roll.
Okay. It'll be a natural one! Yay!
Sorry, I was typing something. What did you get? Oh, that's not for fun. As you conjure up the firebolt, again, you just have a slight lapse in your concentration, and the spell kind of fizzles away before making the attack.
There we go. I'll seeing that fizzle out. Darn it! I'll shift my attention to where Smegwick is and head in that direction.
Right. Cool. That's going to bring us to Reggie.
Okay, so I'm having trouble now picturing this. Like, I'm standing right next to Aoi. What exactly am I seeing before me again? Sorry, because I feel like so many things happen. Like,
I understand. So you are currently in the guest wing. In front of you is a splintered door into the guest quarters. On the opposite side of that VIP quarters is another splintered door, which Bidwin is standing in. That is what you could currently see. You did watch Aoi come and conjure a little bit of fire, but it kind of sparked out.
Okay. Treading very carefully and staying behind the big guy. I'm just gonna make my movement till I'm just right behind Bidwin, and I'm just gonna. I can't really do much because I already used up all of my bard slots, and I don't really have any spells that would work in this situation. So you know what? I'm just going to pass on my actions right now, and I'm just gonna stand right behind Bidwin. And if anything, I'm just gonna try to peek under his arm to see for myself just what the hell happened here.
As you kind of look through his space, you see a pool of blood on the ground. And that's really all you can see from through him. If you were to try and move into the courtyard, you might be able to see more.
Oh, no, I'm not going in.
Okay.
Not yet.
So, you see some blood on the ground and no body. And that's it. Anything else you wanted to do?
Nope. I'm playing this one safe now.
All right. So it's Bidwin's turn. Bidwin starts moving towards the wall, picks up just the slightest amount of speed in the small area he's got, places a hand on the wall, and then just bunny hops over it, and just keeps going. He's not moving quite as fast as the monks were, but he's moving fast. That ends his turn. Smegwick, from where you are, you do see the monk, and then he just kind of vanishes as you keep looking around for movement, knowing now at this point, kind of getting the idea of the range of this teleportation ability. It's so far outside of your dark vision range that you just can't see where he went.
Sweet, awesome. I'm gonna go back to the room and just have a glass of wine. That's great. Sweet.
All right.
So you're not gonna like, big guy. Do I know what direction that?
Yeah, you saw him running off again.
No.
Go ahead.
That's not what I mean. I mean the direction of where he would be heading.
Um,
Is there a house? Is it the ship?
As of right now, you don't see anything. The island that you're on continues pretty far in that direction. Probably quarter of a mile until it meets the Vale. So he could be heading there. The docks themselves are to the two.
Different direction.
Yeah, they're in a different direction. So he's not
Okay.
running directly to the docks. You know that.
Well, I'm going. There's no way. There's no conceivable way I'm going to catch up. And and I'm pretty sure Bidwin is going to run out of steam now that there's literally no one to attack. I'm just going to go back to where the others are.
Okay.
Pissed off. And it's like, yeah, the monks took off. Go friggin' figure. Awesome.
Effectively, I think we can get out of an initiative since there are currently no combatants that anyone can see.
Okay.
I friggin' hate monks.
I must say, that is the first time I ever fought monks. I can see why I hate them.
Same.
Same. And now I hate them for all time.
As you all are waiting there for a few minutes, you eventually see.
They're still buying time.
You have eventually see. Did any of you guys want to try and open the other door where the other monk went?
It's
Not-
booby traps.
Not directly.
All right.
Well, you know what? I think I might have something.
Okay.
Mage hand.
Not mage hand, but
You've been hit in
Like,
the
okay,
face
we're-
with this thing twice, so you're relatively certain where the range is.
okay. Well, we're not even like anywhere where the door is even facing right now, and I'm willing to bet like if I am in range of it, I'm just going to take one giant step to the left or the right, and then. Well, we're out of initiative, so you know what? I'll take a risk. I'm gonna use my last second level spell slot, and I'm gonna cast Knock on the door.
Okay. My understanding of the knock is if a door is locked, it will unlock it unless it has some even magical locks. I believe knock will get rid of, right?
Let's see. Choose an object that you can see with range. The object can be a door, box, chest, set of manacles, padlock, blah 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 blah. A target that is held shut by a mundane lock or that is stuck or barred becomes unlocked, unstuck, or unbarred. If the object has multiple locks, it only unlocks one of those things. If you choose a target that is held shut with an arcane lock, that spell is suppressed, but only for 10 minutes.
Okay. So
So basically, sorry.
Go ahead.
I was like, basically, my plan is I'm just trying to cause some kind of like magical yet still physical contact with the door, just to see if anything happens.
Yeah. As you could cast the knock spell, it goes off. You don't feel any change in the door itself.
That means that the door is obviously unlocked. They wouldn't just leave that unlocked if they were trying to hide in there. All right, so we are not touching this door. We're just going to ignore it for now.
Okay. as you guys are kind of sitting there thinking, you eventually hear.
I'm going back to the room. I'm going back to the dining room.
Okay.
Shit! Yeah, our walking paycheck. How's he doing?
Well, and his daughter, and Arthur, and Carell.
And our captain, who I'm assuming is just kind of hanging out there as well this entire time.
The captain,
She was stuck on auto follow. She's just walking in the wall.
The captain has been observing this situation and contemplating what the best course of action is. She's been remarkably silent and probably will remain silent for about 2 hours.
She has been contemplating how best to politely fire all of us from that display.
As you guys come into the dining room, you see Arthur and Carell unconscious on the floor, and no one else.
Oh no.
Oh, no one else?
No one else.
Uh-oh.
No daughter. No.
Kaelin and the
Kaelin.
girl. Kaelin and Kira?
I believe so. And that is where we are going to end it for tonight.
Friggin' awesome!
If you guys missed any of the episode, I do upload all of these to my YouTube channel. It's youtube.com/TrainerJody. They go live on Tuesday. Otherwise, you can watch them until the past broadcasts expire here on my Twitch channel. There's no sub or anything needed for that. Just go to the past broadcasts. Otherwise, that is going to be all for me today, and I will see you guys next time. If you would like to, do something because I don't have Nightbot on, hold, please. I have links and everything for these people. Let's try that again. Stop it! Now you're going to work? Anyway, I've forgotten the command to make every their stuff show up. But these guys are all on Twitter. Oh, that's why it should be to Twitter, not to Twitch. There we go. That's all of them on Twitter. So feel free to follow them and all of the things like that. Otherwise, again, that's all for me today. Be sure if you're watching this either video on demand or on your YouTube, come watch us live. You can interact with the show, have all that fun stuff. But again,
thanks for the point redeem.
Yeah.
Whoever that was, thanks.
Anyway, bye-bye.
Bye.